5th, and that means two things. I actually record these like Saturday morning, and I don't actually have anything planned for the whole weekend, so I'm a little bored. I'm a little bored right now. Hit me up. Maybe we can figure out something for next weekend. Otherwise, this episode is brought to you by Keystone Technology and their Linta. This is a new architectural linear pendant. It has a lot of features you kind of expect from Keystone. Power select, color select, up or down select. Literally, this can be an uplight or it can be a downlight. It comes in multiple lengths, but it's 3 inches wide the entire time. It's seamless. It's selectable. It's versatile. It is looking good, made easy, because that's what Keystone Tech is all about. It makes you look good. Visit the link in the description, and we'll talk about the news now, because Signify is closing down their plant in Texas. This plant was responsible for the GenLight line. That's now going to be split between the facilities they already have in Mexico and Pennsylvania. FSG is buying Greenleaf Energy Solutions. We don't have any deals on what they spent for this renewables company, but there we go. Lumen Pulse is buying Projection Lighting. This is a Canadian company spending 30 million Canadian dollars on a UK manufacturer. The IES has officially packed up their boxes, turned in their keys, and they are out of their New York office. They announced this last year, but it's officially done. End of the era. Here we are. The IES is completely remote as an organization. There are new federal funds available across the U.S. for transit security. That includes lighting, that includes surveillance gear, that includes just general connected stuff, and it also includes people. NEMA's Business Confidence Index is up for January, with the most pessimistic of the past few months finally scooching up to at least neutral on things. Innoviz, a Israeli company that makes LiDAR modules, will be laying off 13% of their staff over the next year, and Sayus Lighting is looking to expand in Texas with a new facility. Signify admits that they overstocked a number of their products and OEM materials. Their inventory is getting a little heavy under a bunch of overcorrections from the past 3 years. Signify will also be increasing their stock dividend this year with a 3% increase compared to last year. This is in view of their stock going up in the face of them announcing job cuts last week. Q2 at Wolfspeed shows that revenues are up at 25 million compared to last quarter same year. Beacon Lighting earnings will be down for the next half of the year. UPS is cutting 2% of their company staff, which is to say 12,000 people, so keep that in mind. And in Panama, there is a drought, which means the Panama Canal can only operate at half capacity, which when you combine that with the Suez Canal basically not being an option, there are a lot more ships going around both the Horn and the Cape, or seeking alternate routes entirely, which means they will go by train, which means your boxes will be slow. Grainger is opening a new distribution center, 1.2 million square feet in Hockley, Texas. Pure Edge won the 8X Platinum Awards, several of them, in fact, for design excellence. The IES NYC branch is seeking student lighting competition entries in the theme of proximal light. The UK is putting passports on luminaires as part of their materials declaration program. In Manitoba, nurses are seeking more lighting near hospitals over security concerns. Connected Expertise Program is a new platform that you can check out. It is a new online space where experts and consultants can meet up and help each other out. In Pennsylvania, workers are protesting Westmoreland Plastics. They're a thermosetter, and they are said to have violated their union's collective bargain. In legal briefs, Schoenbeck has managed to successfully and non-conflictory enforce their design IP versus Elegant. Elegant Lighting has pulled a bunch of fixtures that seemed a bit similar to the Glissando product line. Deco has secured 10 new patents for modular hardware and software. Mlasgar's lawsuits have been reassigned, with one judge team handling both cases, hopefully speeding that up. And Nassau County has sued the town of Lawrence, New York, in a dispute over which of the two must pay for bridge lighting repairs. In Rep Agency news, Current has picked FRM lighting and controls for 2 product lines in South Carolina, North Carolina, and the non-panhandle parts of Florida. Dana Light has partnered with Contact Delage in Quebec. Light Spec has bought BR Lighting and Controls in Ohio, and Bell and McCoy has bought Wild West Lighting in Arizona. In events and webinars, you can register right now for the IAES DOE Research Symposium, with early bird pricing going on there until the 12th. In IoT news, iTab is planning a share buyback with 50 million Swedish kroner in common stock going back to the owners. Tuya has partnered with ITAN for a new smart ecosystem development. Home Depot's Charitable Foundation has launched a Smart Home for Vets campaign with Tunnels to Towers. This will construct or retrofit homes for the adaptive needs of former service members. Belgium is opting for a new smart city projects, or several. Their largest grid partner will be adding connectivity to all of their poles and generators. Leviton Network Solutions is beginning copper declarations with a new EPD program on 6 product groups. BiteSite Cyber Risk Advisory Board is adding some big names, including Jim Langevin of the United States Congress, Roland Cloutier of TikTok, and Dr. Homaira Akbari joining their board. Legrand India has a new automation platform. It's ready to go. Nanyang Tech has brought us the Internet of Shirts and other fabric goods such as hats, shoes, socks, whatever. This is a new water-resistant conductive fiber that can carry information. And Lutron has a new hospitality platform. MyRoom XC will bring us the Internet of Hotels, or hotel guest stays, or something. In R&D, CEA Leti has worked on a new LED data rate density program, improving the output of InGaN and GaN semiconductors in terms of light and data transmission. Bright light therapy is a benefit for teens with major depressive disorder. This is a new outpatient study that recommends daytime use of bright light therapy at home. Sunlight does in fact boost your immune system. Small amounts of UV does improve your vitamin D and T cell uptake. Current Chemicals and Seaborough have partnered on new nano-engineered phosphor materials. Hyundai is experimenting with mood lighting with interior colors that will shift to match driver biometrics, i.e. they're going to measure your pulse through the steering wheel and change what color your light of your car is in hopes of making you feel better. AccuLight and MoodSonic will be amplifying the human-centric lighting experience with sound. This might just be music again. And it is the 100th anniversary of the Hawthorne study, which attempted to connect lighting in the workplace with productivity, and they accidentally discovered that if you treat your employees with respect and dignity, they're better. They're just better overall. That's what happened. In darkness-related news, an international team of entomologists have determined why flying insects seek light sources. We have light pollution harming mosquito hibernation habits. Ghent University has launched Plan B to reduce night and noise pollution. We have a new light pollution map that helps you find a hotel if you're someone who really does need a dark hotel room to sleep. Bernards, New Jersey has sued a baseball club over their lighting. Haber Valley, Utah residents have failed to secure their reform proposal on a proposed LDS temple. Cody, Wyoming temple LDS temple construction will go ahead, given a judge's ruling. Dunpender, Scotland tried to deny a liquor license to a cafe over light pollution worries. St. Andrews, New Brunswick has attempted to push back on a proposed lobster facility over light concerns. There's a Dutch town opting for red lighting to benefit the local animals. Lakeshore, Ontario has passed a new lighting bylaw. Paonia, Colorado has begun work on a DSI designation. Castle Valley has received a DSI in Utah. They've received a DSI designation. Oxford Forest in New Zealand has been named a dark sky park. And Shenzhen, China has created a local, which is to say a Shenzhen-specific dark sky community standard for the village of Xizhong. In horticultural news, the DLC has formed a horticultural controls working group. They already have 9 members ready, but they're ready to take on 13 more. Fluence has partnered with InexoBV to accelerate the growth phases of medicinal plants. LED iBond will be lighting a university crop research facility. Which university? They won't say. Glaze has a new course in greenhouse lighting offered through Cornell U. And if you're partaking in Dry January, or I guess if you did partake in Dry January, did you maybe skip that in favor of High January? Because popular sobriety has led to cannabis sales going up this month. In recommended reading, all these links are on nail.org. Check it out if you can. We have a discussion of the Internet of Pigs, a case study on retrofitting the museum ship, the USS Orlek, a backyard skate park, a physical security and sustainability and how those can work together, retrofits for CO2, the IES and IALD in conversation. If they're bad for your health and don't change crime rates, why do we have so much street lighting? We have a discussion of what can we do to bring circadian lighting to everyone, reward hacking and solar incentives right now, what it takes to get a DSI designation, you should check out this library in South Korea. It looks really good. Whether you should use glow sticks or LEDs for your rave needs, the best and worst LED strips you can buy on Amazon, wireless networked lighting communications and why mesh is winning, and a bit more detail on TM66. In sports news, on the 28th, the CBS halftime show at the Chiefs-Ravens game just didn't have lights. Just didn't. Lights out. There was an issue. They couldn't get it solved in time. I'm told that Taylor Swift has an award-winning lighting team, and maybe they could have pitched in. I have just mentioned the Chiefs and Taylor Swift fulfilling my obligation in mentioning those two things right now. The Stade de France is closed for lighting upgrades, which means the Six Nations Rugby Tournament needs to find a new venue when the French play. And we have a lighting upgrade plan for Forsyth Bar Stadium, with 262 lamps going to LED to help illuminate this New Zealand multi-sport pitch. In local news, Silva, North Carolina is going LED on the streets. Chinatown, San Francisco has updated their red lanterns just in time for the new year. Florida is offering $25 million in security funds for Jewish schools, as well as offering new utility rebates through Duke Energy. We have new park lighting planned in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Alabama has announced 16 new highway projects. South Minnesota has new energy grants ready to go. The USDA's REAP program is ready to go in Wyoming. We have $235 million in grants coming to Omaha, Nebraska. We have $13 million in funds going to Penn DOT projects. We have LED going up on the streets of Laredo, Texas. Augusta, Virginia schools are going to save $80,000 after their retrofit program. Milwaukee has set a record for streetlights going out in the most recent code snap, and Amityville, Long Island has $600,000 in storefront upgrade funds to pass around. Internationally, Qcoin is donating reading lamps to Cornelia Colony College, which is to say a cryptocurrency actually helped someone for once. The Bank of Ireland will be relighting all branches and ATMs in the next year. The IES Middle East has had their first meeting. Dubai has switched their metro stations over to LED. ABB has bought DTN Europe and DTN Philippines. And Sydney, Australia has switched 250,000 street lamps over to LED. And People News, we have a new board at the NLB. Insight has picked Paul Pickard as their CTO. Nancy Mistretta will be retiring. Dialite has added Carolyn Zhang as their CFO. Hill and Smith has appointed Human Kamen at Chavi as their COO. Hart Hanks has picked David Garrison, late of Digital Lumens, as their CFO. Felix has hired Laurie Smith. ServiceWire has promoted Jeff Anderson to their business development manager. Letty has hired Kenny Ripkowski as their regional sales manager. We have a new president and CEO at GM Lighting. Stephanie Rodriguez is now the VP of Centauri Martin. And if you feel like making something, we have some cool DIY driveway lighting, 3 different ways to illuminate your house number. We have new wall panel lamps. We have 3D printed signs. We have an illuminated E. coli cell sample display that can run Doom. You can carve ice into a lantern if you feel like it. And the ultimate space food might be sweet potato salad if you're a horticultural lighting enthusiast. And if you've ever wondered why someone's Porsche light keeps blinking on and off, that might be a senior citizen calling for 911. They hope. Anyway, I've been Scott Wachter. Thank you for your time. Thank you for your attention. Thank you to Keystone. Thank you to Light Ted. Thank everyone for everything, I guess. Have a good week. Enjoy the music. Good night.
Mom canceled MTV. My best friend just ditched me. Teenage brain, woe is me. I'm running around the house. Don't know what to do, so I close my eyes and I think of you. In my mind, we are two. Pretending gets me through. Pretending gets me through. Too old to play with toys. I'm not ready to kiss a boy. I never know what to say. They all hate me anyway. Teacher, how do you survive? Bell rings at 2:55. I've been asleep since I arrived. Got other things on my mind. Got other things on my mind. Don't know what to do, so I close my eyes and I think of you. In my mind, we are two. Pretending gets me through. I don't wanna have a crush.